What's going on, guys? It's Clutch here, bringing you another video. Today's video, I got a 20 kill solo v squad for y'all. Now in this video, I'm playing on my You Got Outplayed account. For those of you guys who did solo queues, who have been around with me for a while and used to do solo queues with me back in season 3 and 4 when I was streaming, this is the account I would use so that I wouldn't bring my stats down because I'd be playing against better players. Now it's basically the same thing. I'm playing solo squads on this account because that would bring my win percentage down on my main account, because you win less games playing solo squads, obviously, and I don't want to bring my overall main win percentage down. So all my solo squad games are going to be played on this account from now on. Now I also want to say this before we get into this video, is a lot of people are complaining about bot lobbies. Now that people who complain that I get bot lobbies basically probably aren't very good at the game and are using that to justify a reason as to why they can't drop high kill games, right? Oh, you're on Xbox, oh, you're on NAE servers. That is not the reason that you're not dropping high kill games. The reason you're not dropping high kill games is because you probably don't have map awareness, and your aim's probably off, and you're probably overbuilding. Now, I highly suggest watching this video and having an open mind, and instead of just saying, "Oh my God, look at all the bots," actually listening to what I'm saying, because I promise you, if you listen to what I'm saying, you will be able to drop these high kill games too. It is not because I'm finding bot lobbies. Okay, so let's get right into the video. So this is, I'm going to be commentating over this whole entire 14-minute video. I made like a couple edits, but basically I really wanted to go in depth here and have you guys understand every single thought that goes through my mind in a solo squad match. And this match is a 20 kill game, and it's actually pretty intense. Like, if I don't make certain decisions, I would have died like 10 times. And so let's get right into this first couple kills. Now here, this is just kids who aren't even looking at me, and just trying to get shots on them. Careful, peeking from the top and the side so I'm not getting sniped. As you can see, not only peeking from the top, because that's easy, predictable, I'm going to get sniped. Now, I could tell they're not very good players at this point. I don't have a lot of mats, but I'm still pushing this hard, confident, showing them that I'm a good player. And right here, I didn't know that I had no mats, so I almost died there. Honestly, that shot right there was just disgusting. That's pure aim, guys. Play more, and you're going to get good aim, right? Now, this is a right-hand corner peek, and that's pretty easy, pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. When you have a right-hand corner advantage and your right shoulder is peeking, you're going to be able to easily kill your enemies if they expose themselves like that. So easy AR knock, right, and then right hand corner peeking were two big factors which allowed me to get kills right there. So onto this next squad. This is pretty much just positioning, right? I have an RPG. These players probably aren't very good. Clearly aren't very good, actually. So I come up here, and I have full vantage point. They probably don't have mats. It's early game. I mess up my builds a little bit. It's early game. Easy knock with the RPG. Easy knock with the RPG, and then I finally kill the last guy with an RPG. This is honestly just getting high ground. Simple tactic. Get high ground. RPG. If you have one, use it. Right. So this ends up being an easy couple kills. Obviously, shooting to the side of that wall right there will get me that easy RPG kill. So we already got 6 kills coming out of retail. And now this is where it gets insanely hectic. So I noticed these guys are messing around, so I decided to take shots. AR shots first. Never be overly aggressive. Always try and get AR knocks first. Okay, guys? That's very important. So as you can see, I probably peeled a total of 250 plus armor off of them. So I'm pushing hard. As I know that they're weak, there's no way I'm not pushing this. So I get a nice shotgun shot and then I build, right? Shotgun and then build is very important. Don't just take a shot and assume that you can win that gunfight. And I jump off the back here because I know they're weak. So I knock that one. I come up here, and the reason this kid is able to take high ground over me right here is because I try to reload my AR because I know I have to reload it, and he ends up getting over me. But so right here, I'm going to show you how easy it is to abuse bouncers to get high ground. Not that I couldn't have taken high ground from him anyways, but high ground is so easy to get using bouncers. It's honestly a joke. I think it should be taken out of the game. But if you have bouncers, guys, don't be afraid to use them like that. Very easy, simple tactic, basically like using a jetpack. And then the last kid, he's out in the open, I shotgun him. Simple as that. Alright, this is where it gets pretty damn crazy. I got like 3 or 4 teams surrounding me at this point. Like, it gets pretty hectic. I have 125 health. I have 300 mats. This is where the smart plays come in. So I'm getting lasered right here. I'm like, okay, this might be the end if I don't get to a better position. Positioning is key right here. I'm taking natural high ground. This natural high ground is very hard to destroy. I notice I have a kid under me, so I jump off a little bit, start getting RPG, try to keep this natural high ground, take a shot, and then build. So as you guys can see, what I'm doing right here is I'm getting damage on them and then building. Getting damage and then building over and over again, right? I'm not doing too much of one. That John Wick right there was building too much and not shooting enough. That's exactly what he did wrong there. He wasn't doing both. This kid, I just peeked from the side. He probably wasn't expecting me to peek from the side. I laser him, start getting shot in the back from another team. Perfect time to drop down, right? No matter how bad of a lobby this is, no matter how bad of a lobby you get in, if you're not playing smart, you're not going to be getting wins. I'm getting pushed by like 3 or 4 teams right here. It's pretty ridiculous. So I end up turtling right here for quite a bit because I'm in such a bad spot. I've got 62 health, not the most mats, not like the ideal mats. So this is basically what I'm doing right here is I'm going to heal, use this med kit, let them fight, let them engage first, because if I engage first, what's going to happen is I'm going to get pinched by both of these teams and it's just not going to end well. So I'm sitting here for a little while. As you can see, I'm not reloading my RPG because I know that they'll hear that probably, and then I'll get pinched and I'll die. So what I'm doing is I'm just simply waiting for a little bit. I probably should have cut this part out. It's pretty boring. Wait here for about 30-40 seconds. You probably skip ahead if you don't want to see me sitting under a staircase. But it's very strategic. You want to wait. This is not camping. This is literally just being strategic, waiting to have the right play. I've got no shield, getting pinched by, like I said, 2 or 3 teams, like a ridiculous amount of people are near me. So I'm just waiting. I hear RPGs going off. Like, it gets pretty hectic. So I do end up making an edit play out here. And this is a very good, once you start getting RPG'd and grenade launch, you have to get out of there. So that's a really good time to disengage. And grenade launchers and RPGs are very loud, so they create a lot of chaos disguising you to get out of there. It's actually perfect, like, disguise to get away from danger because it's so loud, right? So right here I'm just RPGing these kids, trying to get hit markers the best I can. RPGs are very important in solo squads now because of the SMG meta. It deters people from spamming you with SMGs. So right here, I'm not pushing them. A key to solo squads, guys, is make them come to you, because when they're coming to you, when they're building up to you, then they're exposing themselves when they have their build menu out. Look at how much I just peeled off that kid, right? So I make them push me. And as they're building, I'm getting hit markers on them. I'm just lasering their shield off. Right here, look. Boom. I made him come to me. I took that high gun, he came up to me. You know? It's simple. Make them push you, keep high ground. And that's really how you take out squads. So, easy knock right there. I jumped down. I know he wasn't being aware of his surroundings, so I ended up jumping down. And at this point, I know there's maybe 1 or 2 left of them, so I'm fine. Start getting grenade launched. Go back to my natural high ground. Wait for them to push me once again. This is a different team, actually. So I'm just waiting for them to push me. And this is actually this team right here, this is a big case of that. Waiting, just waiting. So right here, I end up lasering some kid, and I'm not being too impatient. I'm not pushing them, because if I go push them, they're just gonna spam me with their SMGs and ARs, and that's just gonna get me killed, right? So this kid, look, I waited for him to push me, and I ended up killing him, right? I had the high ground. I just waited. That was the solo. So right here, look, this kid starts pushing me. He ends up getting some shield taken off him. Right here, I check to see if I have bouncers. I want to disengage this, but I don't. So instead, I kill that kid who's spamming my builds out in the open. Let this kid push up to me. And as you guys can see, there's a very, very, very simple trend here. Is I'm not being over aggressive, and I'm using my AR to get knocks as much as I can. And then when I have when I've knocked 2 or 3 players, when I've knocked 1 or 2 players, I know there's only 1 or 2 players left on the team, then I can start being aggressive, because I know I can win those 1v1s. I'm a confident player. Now, 1v4 shotgun fight, or 1v4 against SMGs, that's a different story. But once I get 2 down, even one down, then I can start being aggressive, right? You have to create an opening for yourself. You have to create an opportunity. You can't just rush 4 kids and expect to win that fight. You got to get knocks with your AR. You got to let them push you, right? So that knock was key right there. And now I think we're in a 1v1. I'm pretty sure this is a 1v1. Yeah, and we end up killing him. Very simple. It was very chaotic. I ended up coming out of that alive, and at this point, I'm very confident that I can win this game. I literally, as you guys can see, how many kills did I just get in that spot of the map? Think about that for a second. It's that simple. I did not push anybody. I let them all come to me. I was in that spot of the map for literally almost the entire game. Almost the entire game. Because you just have to let players push you. I know I'm repeating myself. I sound like a broken record, but that's one of the main things in solo squads. It is not trying to be the builder, the insane builder, and just, overbuilding to this, pushing a team of 4 and be like, you know what, I got this. It's a 1v4, they have SMGs, it's okay, I'm the best builder in the world. No, it doesn't work like that. You can be the best builder on console, you can be the best builder on PC, but most of the time you're not going to win those 1v4 engagements against people spraying SMGs at you. It's not going to happen. Right here I almost actually die. That could have been really bad. I challenged that 1v1 gunfight because I know I'm very confident in 1v1s. I have nearly 1,400 solo wins. 1v1s are literally basically what I'm used to. I mainly play solos. So right here, now I know I can have a high kill game, so I really don't even, I want to wait for the last 2 teams to fight. Now this is up to you guys. If you want to push both of the teams, that's fine. I had 17 kills at this point, so my strategy, my thought process was, I'm just going to let them fight. And if you really want to win the game, letting the last 2 teams fight and then trying to pick them off is really the way to go. Now right here, I only ended up killing one of the teams, which is kind of unfortunate because I waited too long to swoop in and try and get picks while they were fighting. If you're more of a really aggressive player, then you can push both teams. But it might not end up your way, because what's going to happen is when you kill the second to last team, you're going to be weak, and then the last team's going to push you and you're going to die. So I don't really recommend that. I recommend letting the last 2 teams fight if possible, and then doing what I'm doing right now is swooping in. Now this team ends up not being very aware, so I don't know how they actually look like they're decent builders, but I'm not sure which team got killed, the decent builders or the bad team, because a team ends up dying, and then this kid ends up challenging me with no shield and gets knocked. You guys can see I'm getting knocked from the same position, right? So I'm just literally staying in the same spot. I'm letting them expose themselves. I'm letting them make the mistakes, right? And I think that's another very good point. Let them make the mistakes. Don't open yourself up to make mistakes, right? So that's the game right there. And as you guys can see, that was pretty simple. Now, pretty simple for me anyways. Now I hope you guys can take something away from this video. And if you're going to take anything away from this video, is have good map awareness. Learn good map awareness. Let other players push you. And try and get AR knocks. Don't be overly aggressive. I'm sorry, I haven't done a commentary like this in a while. I know it wasn't the greatest. I was repeating myself. I hope you guys did enjoy the video though. If you did, don't forget to drop a like. And subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, I'll see y'all later.